Okay. So obviously the reading this week was about seeing the big picture and how that, that affects our day to day as a coach. So Courtney, why don't you go ahead and start and just, fill us in on what your takeaways were from it today?
Yeah, totally. So basically, like I've been talking to Annie for the past 5 minutes, and last week and this week have totally been crazy for me with back to school and so much stuff has been going on. But I quickly read it last night, so I didn't really dig into it as deeply as I usually do. But basically, I have once I started really posting to Facebook about Beachbody, I was being directly like, yeah, hi, I'm a Beachbody coach. I'm kind of just doing motivational posts, kind of just doing, like when I do my workouts, I'll post like a sweaty selfie and, pictures of my meals and stuff like that. And I didn't really realize what a following I was developing. You don't realize it until those people directly say to you, hey, because of you, I started working out again. You're motivating me to be a better person. And I've had a couple of people say that to me, throughout the last year I've been a coach. And it's like, whoa, really? Like, I didn't realize that there's like silent followers. So basically that was pretty eye-opening once I heard that these people were actually, looking at what I'm doing and following me. Because, some of my posts get a lot of likes, some don't. But it's also made me think about what I'm doing. Like, I'm good at preaching to Facebook. I'm good at preaching to my husband, to my friends about what they should be doing. All you need to do is do a 30-minute workout. All you need to do is, eat healthy during the day, and I can help you with that and this and that, but I'm not really doing that. There's some days where, yeah, I am. For the most part, I do. But like today, for example, I'm up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm at work by 7:30. Today, I have back to school night for my son, so I'm not really going to be home until like probably 9 o'clock tonight, and I'm not going to get my workout in. I'm most likely not getting my PD in. I'm not going to be eating healthy. I know that, and it's a lot easier for, I think, all of us to preach to everybody what you should be doing, but are you really doing that yourself? And I think for me right now that's really the big picture. Like, I need to look at the big picture, and I need to say, am I really doing what I'm telling my followers to do? And for the past month, it's been a struggle for me. The business has been a struggle for me. I'm trying to focus more on my team and getting them to where they want to be, and I'm not really building my business. I'm kind of at like a standstill. And, I think it's mainly because I'm not doing what I'm telling them to do. So that's really what I'm getting out of this whole chapter, is that, I'm good at preaching things, but I really need to practice what I preach, because I've been falling off the wagon for the past few weeks.
Yeah, I think that's really important on a bunch of different levels. Number one, like, you'll hear a lot of top coaches say that, you also, like, it is a really hard transition when you go from just kind of focusing on your own stuff to then having a team. And a lot of people have the tendency to just kind of start working on the team and focusing on all of them and not continuing to build their business. And I know it's a trap that I fall into a lot, partially because I really like working with the people. I like helping people build their own business and help them get through all of the, the things that I've been through. But, I'm in the same boat where I need to remember to, make sure I'm hitting those vital behaviors every day and, really, really focusing on my own stuff. But exactly like what you're saying, people are watching you and they're more likely to copy your actions rather than what you just tell them to do. So Yeah, I think that's important. Do you have a game plan for getting back to that? Do you have any kind of things that you think you can work on to like help yourself get back into the groove there, even with the busy schedule?
I besides reconnecting with my team, I think I've been pretty good with connecting with them. But like Steph and I are trying to come up with some plans of our own to kind of become better leaders. Like we're starting like a personal development book club. So not just doing what we're doing with the Laws of Leadership workbook, but we're going to be doing PD with both of our teams on topics that all of us struggle with. Like a lot of my team has mentioned that they struggle with time management. So we're going to start with Eat That Frog, and we're supposed to be starting on Monday. So I think it's good in a way that, that'll get me to do more of the PD that I need and not just my team. So that's the start there. I've kind of started setting aside some time during the day to really focus on starting like a newsletter type thing, which is something that I've been wanting to do, but I haven't really done it yet. So I know that you and Bran have mentioned like Get Response and other programs like that. I think I'm going to go with MailChimp only because right now I don't really want to invest like the money into a program.
Yeah.
But it's it's the whole thing with starting something new, starting a new system. I'm totally unfamiliar with it, and it's just taking a lot of time to familiarize myself with it. And I'm not really working on, getting my contacts in there and sending stuff out yet. So like that's kind of something that I'm not doing that I need to do. But I need to really just sit down. And I even told my husband this. I said, I need like a quiet hour at night and, where you don't get mad at me because I'm not hanging out with you. And, can you maybe put the kids to bed for once instead of me? It's just those little, daily activities that kind of get in the way.
Yeah, I hear you.
But yeah, I'm trying. It's just difficult.
Yeah. No, I think that's especially trying to find that time in your day, like where you could save a little bit of time. I know I used to do pretty much all of my work after I put Belle to bed, and now with having the new baby, like she doesn't go down permanently for the night until way later. So I've like lost that power hour there, and trying to like rearrange my day to fit it back in took some doing. So, and I'm even not all days are perfect for sure. So I love that PD book club idea. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of like what we're doing, but it's going to be more of not leadership, obviously, just topics that we're struggling with our business at the moment. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Steph, do you want to give your 2 cents on what you took away from the reading?
Yes. A lot of this is what Brienne tells us all the time, that if we start to fall off, our coaches start to fall off. If they don't see us doing, like, just in the business, if we're not doing what it takes to run our business, then they're not going to do it. And I've seen it myself when I've been, lacking in certain areas, or I'm absent, then all of a sudden I lose a coach. I lose 2 coaches, So that definitely is a huge thing, especially in this business, because like we were talking about, in our messages, that it's not just about us anymore. We have a team that we have to, lead. And that's a hard thing for me, because I like to do my own thing, get my, I know I'm going to get my job done and do it the way it's supposed to be done. But now I have to be, now I have to work with people. So it makes it a little bit more complicated. Sorry, I just lost my train of thought.
That's all right.
My issue is that I don't have any time away from these little children here. And my oldest and the 2 middle ones don't nap at the same time. So hold on 1 second. Let go of her.
Yeah, that makes it really hard. I know I do not have a consistent nap time going on right now. And yeah, it's so hard.
So my power hour is non-existent lately, and it's broken up into like 10-minute sections throughout the day. But something that I took away from this was that you have to not only have a clear vision, but then you have to do things to get there. It's not just going to happen. And I think it was on maybe the team call, or I'm not sure where, but somebody said people think you're going to get diamond and then the money's just going to come. And that's not true. You have to actually, get to diamond and then Dominic, go. You have to get to diamond and then actually work, because it's not just going to come. So I think that's something that has to be in your mind as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think that is a really big mindset shift, that people have to get used to is, you're making a little bit more per cycle bonus, but it's not like you just have like a ton of, of business all of a sudden flowing in, unless you're the one putting the work in to get that business. So. Yeah.
I live in a nut house.
Yeah, I hear you. I can't.
I'm just getting wrestled.
So cute. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, I think especially like if you, with the whole like time management thing, I think that'll help a lot with, especially since your power hour is broken up into like little segments here and there and not at any regular time. That'll help you stay focused. I really want to eat that frog. That's on my list of things to do for sure. So cool. Well, yeah, I mean, what I took out of it, like obviously it goes back to all of that stuff that we've talked about, with being consistent, and that, your followers are going to mimic what you do. So you need to be putting the work in, and, leading by example, not just telling people what to do. We're not managers, but, I also saw it just kind of from the name of it, the big picture. I think that it's important to see, I think we can get kind of mired down in the day-to-day of, the little tiny tasks that we need to get done each day, and, oh, I didn't get this done. And you kind of, I think it's easy to lose sight of that big picture of where you're going. And you just get so mired down with the little tasks. But I mean, I think it's also a double-edged sword that you can also get so focused, kind of like what Stephanie was saying, that you get so focused on that big picture and like, oh, this is the goal that I want to get to, that you forget that you do have to do those little tasks every day to get there. So it plays hand in hand with each other. You really need to have both. And, in terms of being a leader, basically be an example for your team to, to follow and be able to mimic what you're doing. But also so that you can help them, like, what it takes to get there, and you can help them implement that stuff when they're struggling too. And help them keep both the big picture in focus and the little things that it's going to take to get to that big picture. So that was really what I took away. And I guess we didn't really do our success for the week. I think my success was that I've been working with this other girl too as a success partner, and we had set an SC points goal for the week, which I didn't hit the goal that I had set for myself, but I definitely was a lot better about it. Made me reach out to a lot more people and follow up with a lot more people that I probably would have just kind of blown off because I didn't have time. So, having that goal there that I had set for myself really helped me stay on track. And just having somebody, like I always set those little goals for myself, but really having somebody that I knew I was going to have to get on the phone with and talk to and say how well I had done really helped me stay a lot more on track than I have been in the past, few months. So, Courtney, do you want to talk about what was your success for the week?
Yeah, it's kind of similar to yours, I would say. Steph and I have been trying to really come together. Since I'm her diamond, we both obviously have our own teams, but I'm her diamond, and I feel like we're in a very similar position at the moment. We went diamond on the same exact day, and we're just trying to come together to implement systems for our own teams. And I feel like this week I have really started to do that, with the PD book club, with MailChimp, with stuff like that. Those are really my successes for the week, because I told myself that this is something that I've been wanting to put together for, months now, and that it should have been done months ago, and now it's finally coming together for me. So that's a big
Nice. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I feel very much the same with Tova, my diamond. It's nice having somebody who's kind of, closely linked to you that you can work with like that. And the same like with Brianne and I, obviously too, we've had that. So it's always good to have like a buddy who's kind of in the same position as you.
Yeah, it totally is. It helps a lot.
Yeah, and you can work with together on getting different systems and things implemented. It helps having someone to kind of share the work there too. And Steph, what was your biggest success for the week?
My success is more of a personal success, and it's kind of tied into the chapter, actually. So I started back with, my consistent workouts, 21-day fix, because I had fallen off for a few weeks. And so I've just been posting a lot about, what I'm doing, how, what shake I'm having and all that. And I've been having a lot more people messaging me privately saying, what are these boosts you're talking about? I really need to do this now. And so it kind of ties into the chapter that people are watching. So I wasn't trying to sell them anything, or I wasn't trying to be salesy or anything like that. But, I'm just posting about, what I'm doing, and it's, proving to be good for the business. So that just goes back to, being product of the product and all that.
That's awesome. Yay. Yeah, it's always good to get messages like that. Awesome. Well, do you guys have anything else you want to add, or anything else that came up this week? Okay, cool. Well, I guess we can end it here, and we will be back same time next week. So I'll talk to you guys, I'm sure, on the team page at some point this week, or message. Have a good week, guys.
You too.
All right, you too. Bye.
Bye.